Welcome to another episode of Sports Bicker. Man, great, interesting. Another interesting week of football, bro. I don't know, man. Has there been a lot of injuries going across the league, or is it just my team?
No, there has. There definitely has been a lot of injuries. So that's I've heard people talk about the reasons why, but we could talk about it later if you want or not.
Man, we could talk about it right now, real quick, before we get into these fantasy games. I think it has a lot to do with the off-season program of how they can't have contact like as much as they did back in the day. Like that's important to get your body prepared for hits, prepared for like full contact football. Like you got to do that a few times. Like they have the joint practices, which is like the closest thing you can get to for a game. But other than that, like they're not really hitting each other. They're not really popping like they are in the game. I think that has a lot to do with it, but that's just me though.
That's what I've heard from other shows and
Yeah.
like the the
Like
veterans. Like a lot of them say that.
people who've played the game have said the same thing. Like and it makes
Exactly.
sense.
And on top of it, I mean, you don't see it right now, but like the fact that the schedule is longer, right? And now it's like two more games since,
Mhm.
one or two more games. So even just having those two more weeks, there's some carryover effect, but
Yeah.
still, like, bodies need
Facts.
that, that conditioning.
Facts. Um, I did I ask you how you doing? How you doing today, Nico? How you doing? You doing all right?
Uh, I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Right now, really about to see my record in this league. It's not the best. So right now, I'm definitely struggling, but everything else in my other league, I'm on the come up. I'm doing really good. You talking about injuries and everything. This last week was the first time in that league that my team looked was
Yeah.
at full strength and we showed up. And then the Patriots second in the AFC. So definitely something that is
Yeah, the
keeping me
Patriots are
happy.
looking good, man.
Yeah.
Drake May is looking legit.
hmm
He kind of Patriots kind of remind me of the Commanders from last season, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's our record? 5-2.
5-2. Yep.
Yep, we went all the way to 7-2 before we lost three in a row, and then we finished undefeated, so we could be 12-5. So
Yeah. We'll see.
bright
Like,
future.
I don't want to get too
Yeah,
infatuated because I mean, as long like for if I remember correctly, I estimated that we would win maybe 9 games. I think eight or
yeah.
nine.
I
So
think
I'm
it was
just trying
something
to,
like that.
yeah. So after we hit that mark, I'll be a lot more ecstatic. But I mean, really like 5-2, like that's good, but it's also kind of what's expected.
Hmm.
So it's not. Obviously I'm happy because like we're going the right direction, but like once
Yeah.
we pass the 8 and 9 mark, that's when I'll really start to celebrate.
Right. Right. Um. Really, I think a good season for y'all would just be to make the playoffs. That'll be like a great season. You don't even have to make the playoffs this season, but if y'all
Yeah.
did, that's a plus. But if you finish with, like you said, a 9-8, a positive record going into year three, then
hmm
that's legit. I think that's when you guys know like we got something for real. So,
Yeah.
but let's
We're
hit,
year.
let's hop
We're
it.
year. Yeah. Let's hop
Mhm.
into it. We'll talk about the Patriots later.
Okay. Um. Yeah, let's talk about this game because I really don't know how I won this. Well, I actually do. Jordan Addison and the Browns defense went off for me, but like I got to figure something out with my skill players because they're not performing, bro. Brian Thomas Jr. I might have to do something with him. Lad McConkey at least have some weeks where he's decent, but Brian Thomas Jr. just sucks ass this year, bro. He was supposed to be one of my best players, and then my best number one overall pick Malik Neighbors is out for the season. That's what really messed my whole thing up after like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's fantasy football, man. Next man up. That's football. It's a war of attrition.
For
Um,
sure.
you
For
know,
sure.
e- everybody deals with injuries, but looking at your team, your skill players didn't really perform either. I mean, Bill only had 4 points, 4 fantasy points. Kyron Williams only had
How does that happen? I need you to explain that to me.
exactly how it happened.
How does Bill or the Commanders against the Dallas Cowboys lay?
They did exactly what the Bears did. We're without our three top wide receivers. We're forced to play Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane. They don't respect those guys. So what do? They play man coverage and one high safety and put everybody else in the box. The linebackers cheat up. So all of the schemes that we have running the ball, all the different trick plays that we got up our sleeve, they're sniffing it out because they have 8 players in the box
Okay.
every play. So when we get to those 3rd and 13s or 3rd and 9s, when we got long third, and when we're in obvious passing situations, we can't give the ball to Bill.
Mhm.
So so it's gonna be interesting to figure out how we scheme up our offense because without Terry and Debo and Noah Brown, like that's a big piece of our offense, and that's pretty much what happened. So
Yeah.
if you wondering why, because he didn't have a good week last week either. So that's pretty much it. If you wonder why if he's not performing well, we can't pass the
Okay.
ball, and we became one dimensional. So,
Mm.
but anything else you want to add though?
I mean, other than that, I mean, my wide receivers are, except for Tate. Tate has, been solid. But
Yeah,
other than that, I mean, that's where I'm suffering. Um, and then,
we're all
also I didn't
suffering our
have
wide
Derrick
receivers.
Henry. But honestly, like, I think things might start to kind of look up a little bit once I get Derrick Henry back. Um,
Right.
also, I'll tell you what, Theo Johnson has been a pleasant surprise pick up from the waiver wire.
Yeah, Theo
Uh,
Johnson had a solid week.
yeah,
The Giants' general are looking crazy right now, even though
ever
they
since they
lost.
made
But
that dart switch,
mm-hmm.
so it's just my wide receivers. It's when I have two positions that is just get me generally give me no more than 8 points. It's not a good look. So
Right.
you
Yeah. It is what it is.
know,
It's
it
a
is
long
what it is.
season. We got 10 more weeks. We'll see what happens. Moving on to this game, man. Lincoln has been killing it, bro. He's been putting
Yeah.
up 130, 140 like it ain't nothing.
Hmm.
Drake May's been balling. He has Jameer Gibbs and Quinshawn Judkins. Those two. I was so close to picking up Quinshawn, bro. I just didn't. I just thought I knew he was going to miss the first 4 games, but I just was like, it's the Browns. I know they're gonna mess this up somehow. So I didn't get him, and I should have gotten them because I need running backs. But he also has Drake London. George Pickens was a great pickup, even though he only put up 12 this past week, but that was still Jake Ferguson. Like his players are playing really, really well. And
Hmm.
he's looking like the number one seed right now in the league. Um,
Mm,
I think so. I think him and Miles
there
are
we
like the
go.
co number one seeds, but he beat Miles, so that's why I would give him the edge.
That's fair. That's fair.
Um, so, but Connor Connor played Jamison Williams, who didn't receive a catch
Mm,
yesterday, which really hurt his situation.
hmm.
Bad, but that messed him up. Alvin Kamara kind of messed him up a little bit. But Lincoln's team was just deadly,
Yeah.
deadly. So.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to that one?
Mm, no, I guess no. I mean, just Drake London. You said you put him as a great player. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think he's had some ups and downs. Drake
Yeah.
London. Um.
Yeah, he's positioned 15th.
So,
Yeah,
and I
so
think people kind of expected a little bit more from him. Travion Henderson didn't really perform, but
hmm
I don't know. I think something happened to him. I'm not sure, or they just didn't use him. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
got you.
Hmm.
Moving on, Cody and Evan, Fat White Girls versus Deshaun Jurgens. Evan put up a good week as well. I mean, wait a second. Caleb Williams only gave him 4.6 points. Am I reading
Yeah.
that right?
Yep.
Did he not have a good game? Did they just
I
run the ball?
I think they just ran it a lot this one, if I remember. Yeah.
Okay, that's
I mean, you
crazy.
can click on it. I think I'll give you a breakdown.
Um,
Scroll down because we can't see it. Keep
where is it?
going. Right there.
15 for 26, 57 percentage wise, 170 yards, one pick, no touchdowns.
Mm.
Wow.
Four
Wow.
carries, -2 yards. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I can't believe we lost to them, but it makes sense.
Hmm.
Are you sold on? I'm just curious. Are you sold on Caleb as a franchise QB, or do you still need to see more? Because I'm gonna say it off. I'm sold on Drake May, even though the team was bad. I'm sold on Drake May. I was sold on Drake May last season. I'm
Hmm.
sold on JD5. He just got to stay healthy, bro. This season has been injury ridden. Um, am I sold on anybody else? I want to be sold on Caleb. I really do, and I think I'm gonna lean towards being sold on Caleb because I think he's has the talent, but I just don't know what I'm gonna get from him week to week. He just needs to show me a little bit more consistency, and I'll be like 100% sold. But other than those three, I'm not sold. I'm not really sold on Bo Nix, honestly. I got to see a little bit more, man. Like he hasn't been put in those situations where I've seen him come out on top, but his defense is really good, so that's why I'm like,
This past
I'm not
weekend.
sold on. This past weekend was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. But
Okay.
why were they down 18-19 to 0 to the Giants?
Fair.
That's kind of crazy.
That's fair.
And I'm not trying to shit on the Giants, but
No, no, I
I,
get
I,
it.
I just feel like right now I gotta see a little bit more. It's hard to rank these guys because they're just in year two. But Michael Penix, he has
Well,
great weeks. He has off weeks too. I got to see a little bit more from him. JJ McCarthy, he's been injured. Who else came out of that draft last season? Spencer Rattler, second year, right?
yeah.
I'm saying.
Who you saying is looking pretty
Listen,
good?
I like Spencer.
Do you like him more than Williams? Because I feel like
No,
you
no,
would
no, no,
say
no.
yes.
I don't like him more than Williams. I would say. Well,
Oh,
I might be. I like Spencer. I don't know what it is about Spencer, but I feel like when he's on the football field, he generally makes the right decision as a quarterback, and that's what you need. Number one is a quarterback to make correct decisions, be a field general, and he's watching him play. I feel like he has it, bro. He just needs a solid team, just like everybody else. But I like Spencer, man. I think he's a dark horse. I really, really do. He might not show it in the early in his career, but I think as he gets on along, I think he's going to start to show it. I don't like him more than Caleb, man. I still like Caleb as one of the better guys from that draft because his talent, bro. He can make every throw. What my problem with Caleb is his mental side. And I think his mental can sometimes affect the way he plays. He might feel like he needs to do too much sometimes when really you just need to make the right play. It's that simple. So that's the only thing I have with Caleb. If he can figure out consistently making the right play when you see him in them crunch time moments, he makes the right play consistently. I feel a lot better about Caleb because I think he has if you're talking about talent wise, throwing the football talent wise, he's the best out of that class,
yeah.
I think. But football is much more. Being quarterback in the NFL is much more than talent. It's about up here. It's about what's around you too. So that all matters.
I think the problem with Caleb or white people who kind of don't gravitate to him or want to give him his props or whatever you want to say, call it, is I just don't see him as the leader yet.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
I feel like
facts.
he's too. It's like, and granted, like he's trying to learn a very complex play, right? I mean, that's the whole allure of Ben Johnson, right? It's just a complex guy, but at the same time, like Ben Johnson made Jared Goff look good, right?
Right.
So Caleb Williams should that should happen with him, but I just don't see Caleb Williams really leading them like how Drake May or JD5, you know,
Yeah.
is like you can
There's some
tell
question marks
everyone
there.
respects him. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some question marks there. But I'm rooting for him at the end of the day. He's from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
DMV area. I hope all these guys succeed. I hope this is the best quarterback class ever. And I
Hmm.
hope all these guys win playoff games. Hope they all get a Super Bowl. Like that'll be crazy if they all come away with at least one Super Bowl. That'll be really wild. But I'm
Yeah.
rooting for him, bro. But
All
it's
right,
too early to tell who is really, really, up there. But
for sure.
moving on. Max versus Miles. Miles put up another. He's the leading scorer this week with
This is who I think is the
149.
number one seed.
You think Miles
Miles.
is the number one seed?
I
Okay.
think that Miles is the number
Like
one seed.
I like Miles' team. I do.
I hear
But
a
the
bug.
thing is,
Okay, there we go.
I don't know. Like Brees Hall and Javante Williams. Mm, they're solid, but I just don't know about that. I'm okay. Jamar Chase already off rip. Okay, Jamar Chase and Rasheed Rice, those two alone.
Hmm.
But Zach Ertz, he's week to week. Some weeks he don't get a catch. Cortland Sutton, I'm not all the way sold on him. He's playing the Dolphins defense. His kicker and his wide receivers are carrying this squad. I will say, like those are the three for me because Brandon Aubrey can kick from 60, 70 damn yards, damn near.
Yeah.
And then his wide receivers are top tier. Everybody else is like role players, which is what you need on a football team. But when I look at Lincoln's team, he has his running backs. He has two solid wide receivers. You look at his bench. He has Mike Evans is done for the season, but he has Emeka Egbuka. So he has three solid wide receivers, two very good running backs with Chase Brown as well. Jake Ferguson, who is playing the best tight end football right now. Like and he also has Harry Fannin on the bench, and I think Drake May is better than um Bryce Young. That's just
Yeah,
my
but that
thing.
Bryce Young is not his quarterback though.
Oh, Josh Allen.
Look
Oh,
at the
okay, okay,
bench.
okay, 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 okay. You're right. I didn't check his bench out. My
Well,
bad.
yeah,
My bad. And he also has Bucky Irvin over there too.
that's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Wait,
And
Bucky Irvin didn't play last week. Did he not play Monday? I mean
no,
yesterday.
no, he's injured.
Okay, so Bucky's injured. Josh
Hmm.
Allen is coming back, and he still put out
Hmm.
149.
That's what I'm
He also
saying.
has Chris Olave, who put up 26,
And let me ask you this.
and Gary Williams,
Let
and
me
the
ask you
Eagles
this.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, Chase, Rasheed
Okay. Wow.
Rice, Sutton. Do you take them over London, Pickens, and who was the other wide receiver? Ibuka.
You said
Maybe Ibuka. Ibuka, fine, but I like Myers' wide receivers more
so.
than
You got
Lincoln's.
Chase, Rice, and Sutton versus Pickens, Emeka Egbuka, and who else was on there?
Look, we didn't even remember. Go ahead.
Drake London. Yeah, I'll probably take Miles. I take Miles, but I take Lincoln's running backs though, for sure.
I mean, that's fine.
Just
I agree.
just
Sure,
Gibbs and
sure,
Quinshawn alone
sure.
carries, and then he has the better tight end by far with Jake
That's
Ferguson.
fair. That's fair.
Um, and then Drake May right now as a QB fantasy, he's ranked 3.
Yeah.
Um, Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen.
is ranked 10. So I mean, it's close. These are definitely the top two. But
Yeah,
if I had to choose, I probably take Lincoln's team to be honest.
that's fine. I'll go with Miles on this one. I like his team.
Okay,
I like his
we
team.
should do like a mid-season tier rank. Like what's week 8 is the week after the next one. So yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Um, Jay Sean actually, oh yeah, it's okay. So Jay Sean put up points too. Jay
Yeah.
Sean, man, he's been putting in that work this season. Dak, Bijan, Jordan Mason, Adams, Allen, Sam Laporta, K. Dotton. He has a tight end on his flex. I don't know about that one, but I mean, he put up points, 13.5 points. Let's take a look at his bench. He has Dak and Jalen Hurts on his bench.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, wow. But he also has David Montgomery, Debo Samuel. He has a pretty good team too.
Yeah.
Looking at Blake didn't Blake put forth a valiant effort as well. Did I say that right?
Hmm.
Is that a real
Yeah.
word?
Yeah.
Okay. Just got to make sure.
Nah, you good?
uh, I don't know. Also, I want to talk about Ashton Genty real quick.
We
I
all
don't
had.
know about him, man. I don't know if it's him or is it the team.
What are we talking?
Like,
Fantasy or real life?
I'm just talking real life, like as a player. Are you sold on
Me?
him
Yeah.
as a player?
Yeah.
You're sold on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see him like in a legit offense. I want to see him with like some legit pieces, bruh, where he got a real quarterback, a real wide receiver. The whole focal point isn't on him.
Hmm.
Cause man, he gonna be running some guys over. He gonna be doing some crazy stuff. But
He could be
take a
like
quick
his
look.
thing is like just the Raiders is just so bad. Just
Keaton
so
Allen.
bad.
How did Keaton Allen put up 28.9 fantasy points? But wait, Caleb Williams only had 4 point something. I don't understand. This isn't adding up.
Keenan Allen's on the Chargers.
Oh my gosh. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I thought he was still on the Bears, bro. I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
second. This isn't making sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Disregard. All right. You got anything else to say on this one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Blake won the trade.
Who did Blake trade? What trade? Let's talk
The
about it.
trade with you.
Oh, where I gave him Tyler Warren? Oh, he probably did. But I have two other tight ends. I needed running back help. If you look at my running backs, they're getting 8 to 6 points. I needed to do something.
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
Warren's 16.9 points was cool and all for me, but when I'm not getting any running back production, I needed to trade away my assets to gain more points. But he probably did win the trade. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tyler Warren is
Hmm.
probably top five, and he's top. He's ranked
Top three.
third in tight end.
Yeah.
And I got David and Joku. I just want to check David and Joku's because he's injured right now, but he's
He was in there
19
for that game.
seed. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be playing that. And I got 16th, but I would agree with that. I already knew going into it, I'm trading a way better player for two like question marks, but I needed something to happen.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I
For
was
sure.
kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
All right, Tiff's team, Robert versus Tony. Tony went off this week, man. 3-4.
Hey, finally, yeah, Tony.
Yeah,
Get that
Tony
dub,
went crazy.
Tony.
AJ Brown, 28 points.
We'll talk
Matthew
about
Stafford,
that. We'll
26.
talk about that. I'm saving my comments for when we get to the games. That's why I'm not saying a lot right now, because I'm
Who did
waiting
they
till we
play?
get to.
They played the Vikings,
Uh,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, they played the
yeah.
Vikings.
So
They
I
still
got
should
a
have lost
comment
that
about
game.
them later when we get to that game.
All right. Christian
Okay.
McCaffrey, wait a second. He put up 39 points.
Hell yeah,
Hold
he did.
on. I didn't even
Yeah,
watch this game, but this is
I didn't either,
crazy.
but yeah,
This is These are his fantasy points for the year.
yes,
Yo, he's the best player this year. He got to be, right?
yeah. He's there. He's in the MVP
Him
conversation
and
again. Yeah.
him and Bijan, bro.
I mean, they just have
What?
to. They just have to human sacrifice their defense. But other than that,
Bro, but he's been utilized. He's been utilized crazy. You see his
yeah,
carries and then his receptions.
right.
He's
I
av-
know.
he's averaging like 8 receptions and like 20 something carries, bro.
It's redonkulous.
Dog, that's ridiculous. I hope he stays healthy. I really
Well,
do. Because they
me
seem like
too.
they kind of running him into the ground. Like, it's got to be the year. Like, I don't know. But yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
hopefully he stay healthy. You got anything to say on this one, though?
Nah, nah, no, not really.
All right. Marlon says, Nico, say what you got to say with your chest.
Oh, I will
She
once we
said,
get
she
to the
said,
games.
she said, man up. She says, speak your piece. All right, let me pull up the games real quick
Yeah.
because
Oh, by the way, hold on, hold on. So,
we had some
well, yeah,
crazy
yeah. You
stuff go
you put
down.
up the games, and I'll tell you how we did in guessing the fantasy because I forgot we did pick them. Um, so you got that one. Uh, let's see. Let's see. If I can. Okay. So you got that one. Then we both
So we can
got
start
that
with
one
Rams
already.
Jaguars.
Okay. You go. You go first.
Rams Jaguars. I think I picked the Rams. I kind of watched some of this game. This game was so bad, bro. Like this is a hard watch, man. Like what do the Jaguars be doing
Mm-hmm.
sometimes? Like they have so much. Like when you look at their offense, they really have talent, bro. Like Trevor Etienne is a talent. I just don't understand why they're utilizing him like the way he's being like he's a Swiss Army knife. You got to pass on the ball out of the backfield. Don't run him in between the tackles as much as they do. And then they also got Brian Thomas Jr. They got the Heisman Trophy winner. They got the dude from the Commanders from last season as a third option. Trevor Lawrence, he has a great talent, but I just don't know why they can't put it all together and be consistently good. But this game, bro, this game against the Rams, they were up. The Rams was up, I think, 28-0 at one point, or 21-0 in the third
Yeah.
quarter. And I was just like, bro, like, what am I watching right now? But
Just for sure. Just for just to let you know. With fantasy, I only guessed three of the games right. You guessed four. So
okay.
just know that. And then yes, we both picked the Rams for that one.
Okay. Rams look legit, bro. Rams look
Oh
legit.
yeah.
Matthew Stafford still looks like Matthew Stafford. He's good, bro. He's good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Patriots Titans. I think we both picked the Patriots here.
Yep.
Drake May torches these boys pretty much. Um, Patriots might be back, man.
Oh man. It was such a great game to watch because it started
Hmm.
off a little shaky, but then we just pulled away. And again, like it's great when you have a good team and or a team that you go up against a team that you're supposed to beat. And at first it
Right.
starts off a little shaky. Yeah, the three of us picked the Rams. Yep, we sure
Hmm.
did. Uh, but it's good when you beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and when you do that, like that builds morale, right? Everyone feels
Hmm.
good. And what I love was the messaging from Vrabel about all of this. Like he's very much like ignore the sound, right? Ignore the chatter of oh my gosh, the Patriots are doing good. Like he's telling them ignore that, and he's like he actually was training them harder and was being more critical of them because you don't want them to get in their heads that oh we're doing great because I think that is when we fall apart. I mean, this was one of those games where we're finally starting to see not as many penalties on us. So like all of that is getting tightened up. And honestly, Kayshawn Booty is looking nice, right? Booty always looking nice. Diggs, that chemistry, right? Like the pieces are starting to fall into place.
Hmm.
I was still kind of wondering where so like we still haven't seen a lot of Kyron Williams and Chisholm, but I think we'll start to maybe see them later after Thanksgiving. Um, and yeah, now I know there's a lot of chatter of maybe another trade going down, trading Stevenson, and maybe in wide receiver for running back or whatever. But we're looking very good, and I'm very pleased with the
Hmm.
way that the Patriots are looking.
Yeah, y'all are looking good. Like I said, y'all kind of remind me of the Commanders from last season.
Yeah,
Um, just just make the right trades because when we traded for Marshawn Lattimore, we thought we was getting a lockdown corner, but we got a washed corner. Sad to say.
yeah.
But the trade with Laramie Tunsil seems to be really good. I
Hmm.
think he's only given up if he's given up a sack, I think it's only been one this season.
Well, the Lemmy
Um,
Tunsil was incredible by your guys' end. Like
yeah.
because I've seen him play. I legit, and that dude was the biggest offensive line man
Hmm.
that I've ever seen. And like the fact that you could spot him from where I was clearly, I was like, oh my gosh, like that dude's a beast.
Yeah,
So
he's a dog for real.
yeah.
He's a dog.
All right.
And moving on, Saints Bears. I didn't really watch this game, but they put up 26 points um with the output that Caleb Williams put out there, only 4 fantasy points. But I mean, this is a team that the Bears should have beat. The Saints are like
Yeah.
a down bad team, obviously. Um, so yeah, Bears took care of business. When you talk about beating the teams you're supposed to beat, that was one of them. So
Yep. 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 Yep.
Panthers Jets. This is another game I did not watch. It kind of looked like a snooze fest, 13-6, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, the Jets are terrible, bro. Like this is my thing. I just didn't understand. In the offseason when they picked up Justin Fields, I remember thinking to myself, like, what's the point of bringing in Justin Fields to the Jets? Like, what was the thought there? Like, we know where Justin Fields is. We knew what he was in Chicago. When he went to the Steelers, he got benched for Russell Wilson. Why would you bring him in to start? Like, were they planning on tanking?
Ooh. I
Like,
mean, I don't
like
know if we would ever get
I'm
the
let me
answer to that,
let
but
me
I don't. I think they were
yeah.
reacting more to the fact that they didn't draft a quarterback. Now, there is a quarterback that made it
No,
all the way
they
to
signed
the
him
fifth
before they
round.
drafted. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they
they did.
signed him. They signed him before the draft.
Okay, well
But
then,
yeah, I think there's some teams out there who could use a Shador. There's some teams out there who
hmm.
could take a flyer on Shador, bruh.
Say that.
And
Say that
this
for the
is
people at the back.
there's some teams out there who should take a flyer on Shador,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
I don't give a damn what his interviews went. When he's on the field, he looks legit, bro. I don't care what nobody tells me. He looks legit. So with that being said, it depends on what the Browns are willing to accept for Shador. And if the Browns aren't trying to give up, if they're not trying to give up Shador for like a 7th round pick or most a 6th round pick, they're tripping, bro. Because it seems like they don't want to play him. And I don't even know with the way the Browns looked this past Sunday. I don't even know if we see Shador this season.
Yeah.
And it's like, so why is he on like why are y'all hoarding him? And if that's the case, why aren't other teams trying to trade for? I just don't get it, bro. I just don't understand.
I get why the Browns are hoarding him.
Why?
They have such bad luck with quarterbacks. I mean, best case scenario for them is that they have two good quarterbacks, and then maybe they can trade one. But I mean, it's hard to really see Shador
Yeah.
if they don't give him a real chance. And in which case, at some point, he'll get traded to one of these teams, and then that's when we really get to see what he's made of.
Yeah, I think at some point, even if it's not this season, it's probably next
Yeah.
season. He's going to get a chance to start. It that might not be for the Browns, but that's going like I just can't see his career not like going where he doesn't get a chance to start. That just makes no sense to me. Um, but the Browns would have to be in playoff contention for him not to get a chance. I don't know what their record is, but
Oh, okay,
um,
okay, yeah.
let me click on this real quick. They're 2-5. I don't think they're not making the playoffs. So he might get a chance. It's 50-50, man, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I think he's better than Dylan Gabriel, bro. That's just me. I think Dylan Gabriel is like he's a solid QB, but he's not going to win you the game.
Mm.
So when you know exactly what Dylan Gabriel is going to do and you take that away, that's the most you're going to get.
Have you seen
I feel like
enough that you can say that?
yeah, because I watched him in college. He was the same way. He plays the same way in
Okay, but
college as he
college is
did in the
different than
NFL.
NFL. We can't be comparing that.
I mean, but he doesn't throw the ball down the field. He didn't throw the ball down the field in college.
Okay, doesn't mean he won't throw
He's
the ball in the NFL. He's gonna have to at some point.
This is my opinion, and from what
That's
I've
fine.
seen from him,
That's fine.
and he just doesn't look like he's going to win you games. I'm not saying he's bad, but at least for Shador, he's willing to take those risks downfield. Like you gotta at some point you're going to have to throw the ball downfield. But the thing about the Browns is they have a great defense. They have a really good defense and they have a really good running game. So the way that he plays is perfect for what they're going to do now. But that's not going to win. That's not going to get you to the playoffs. That's not going to win you playoff games. So at some point, if he doesn't take that next step as a quarterback, which I don't know if he's going to take that next step as a quarterback, um, then I think that's just gonna that might be the crux for his career. But we don't know. We don't know. I can't tell the future. He might take that next step. But for me, I think Shador is a better quarterback than him. What I've seen from Shador, coming out of college, I thought Shador was the second best quarterback in the draft. What I seen from him at Colorado, the amount of games that he won them, the amount of throws that he had. Now I would admit he did hold on to the ball too long, and that was a big problem. But I think he's a better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel. And I think it's going to show. I think it's going to show. I think it's a team out there that's going to trade for him. I hope he lands with a good organization, bro. I hope he goes somewhere where he goes to an offensive minded coach where they actually develop quarterbacks like the Vikings quarterback, like the Vikings head coach. I hope he
Mm,
goes somewhere like where they actually
mm.
develop QBs, bro. And he learns and he gets with a good team where he
That
can,
would be.
because if you asking me his biggest problem, you can't tell me he's not accurate. He was the most accurate QB in college his last year. You can't tell me he doesn't throw the ball down the field. You can't tell me he doesn't he doesn't he might take crazy chances at things, yes, but he doesn't turn the ball over. He wasn't a turnover machine in college. The biggest problem with him was that he might hold on to the ball too long. And I think that's fixable. That's something that you can learn from and fix. But I think the Jets QB situation is very interesting. But let's
Do you
talk
just
about
want?
this
Yeah,
game
might as
before
well.
we go back. Yeah, you might as well
Yeah.
talk about this game. The Dolphins are trash, bro. Did you see the press conference for Mike McDaniels? He looked drunk again on the damn press conference.
Yeah.
Um, like this, I spoke about this a couple weeks ago. He looks like he's drunk up there talking. Is it just me? Like,
No, no, we both mentioned that he did. Like,
yeah,
there's like something looks off about him. Like when he's like
facts.
giving a press conference, and I know like he has a like there is definitely like a mannerism to him, like a unique
Hmm.
one. But like this one seems a lot more like thought out, slow.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
yeah,
It
like I'm
feels
like
like it feels like he knows his fate and he's just like floating through it right now. He knows where this is headed. I think he's fired obviously at the end of the season, if not before the end of the season. But
I
the
think
thing
it's gonna
about
be
it is, I
before.
think he's going to get picked up like that as an offensive coordinator,
Yeah,
like that as an OC, like easily. He could go to the Jets right now and get paid bank. He can go to the Titans. I don't know I don't know if the head coach for the Titans is coaching the OC, but he can go to any of these bad teams out here and be an OC instantly. So I don't think he's worried about it, but he does look drunk up there. And the Dolphins just look bad right now. Losing
what
to
did
the
you see him
Dolphins.
bench Tua?
Yeah, I
Did you
did.
see
I
that?
did. He put in Quinn Ewers. Damn. Is Tua done in Miami? I think he's done, bro.
Did
Is
he
he
not?
hold on?
Did he get a contract extension?
I don't know, man. Let me look it up.
Yeah, because like he's one of those that is definitely peculiar, and I would agree with you. Like he'll get picked up like that. What
Yeah.
will be interesting and something that I could see happening is that
Oh, he
if
got a
Shadur,
contract extension at last year in July, so his contract doesn't end until 2028. They're gonna have to trade him, and no one's gonna trade for Tua.
no,
So he's gonna be on the team for all of this season, all of next season,
and then after that he can probably get
and
traded.
after that.
At least two more seasons with the Dolphins,
Yeah, at least two more
I would
seasons
say.
after this one.
Yeah,
So I mean, they could just cut him. Like
they could.
if like let's say Quinn Ewers is there, they believe in Quinn Ewers and they think he's just their QB going forward. They
Yeah,
could just cut him. They might take a dead cap hit, but yeah, they could
yeah.
always cut him, and he'll still get his money, but he is free to sign with whoever.
So like that,
Um,
that's where like this is gonna be interesting. If some way somehow if Shadur and McDaniels pair up. I don't know why that just seems like a good pair. Um,
oh,
now I don't know
wait
which
a
team
second.
that would be on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just don't know what team that would be on. Like I don't know because again I don't know if he's gonna make it through the Dolphins through this year. let's say he gets fired, okay, where's he gonna go? He's gonna have to go somewhere where there's an offensive coach opening. So we'll see which teams that's gonna be. And honestly,
Yeah.
like the three teams that are looking or would want them, most of them are right there in this screen, right? Raiders, Saints, and the Jets. You know, maybe even the Panthers, but the Panthers already got Bryce Young, but maybe that that might be attractive.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think
yeah.
the Saints is a
I think the Panthers are
very
good.
good. Yeah, but the Panthers have a quarterback.
Yeah, they're good.
So I mean McDaniels might go there, but like I think the Saints all around is a good team, but just with not a good scheme slash quarterback, in my opinion. Like they
I
need to
think
figure
I
something out.
don't yeah. I think Spencer Rattler still has a lot to prove.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. He seems to me like he can figure this shit out. He seems like a quarterback to me. If you give him another year or two, he could be a late bloomer, bro. I don't know. I see it in
Could
him.
be.
I do. When I see him quarterback, it looks like he's making the right decisions. He makes the right pass. He's accurate. He doesn't turn the ball over. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I do like Spencer Rattler
It's
to
definitely
stay the
just
same.
you, because I don't see that at all. But
Shador and Mike McDaniel though. Oh man,
I don't know
that'll be
how it could
crazy. But
happen. I don't know which team could make that happen. But
yeah,
I if that were to happen, I think that would be a
yeah,
dangerous combo.
that'll be definitely
Raiders
interesting.
versus the Chiefs.
Terrible game, bro. Like I don't even know what to talk
Terrible.
about during this game. Like
Rasheed
this
Rice
is
coming
another.
back, getting force
Yeah,
fed
like the honestly, the Chiefs look like the best team in the league,
again.
hands down. They beat the Lions. Lions beat the Bucks. Who's better than the Chiefs right? Who's hotter than the Chiefs right now?
You feel it, right?
I
You
feel
feel
it.
it.
Like
You feel
I
it, right?
feel that like Mahomes
Yeah,
to the Super Bowl again. Like they feel
yeah.
like I don't. It's crazy to me that this guy has been to the Super Bowl more than half his career,
What's the
and
Chiefs
it's just
record? Can you click on it real quick? I want to check something.
I think they're 4-3, but they're not a 4-3 team.
Okay, okay.
They were just injured early on.
Yeah. But also
They are
suspension like
good,
every year.
bro. Yeah, the suspension, yes,
Yeah.
yes. They're good, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but
So
they're gonna find their way in the Super Bowl again.
when the Patriots had the dynasty, we still lost games, right? There was only one time where we ever went undefeated, but we still lost games. But the most that and they would we would always lose games in the beginning, right? Like when we lost games, it was generally like three or two in the beginning, and then maybe one or two towards the end because we're sending some people out and all of that. But generally it's around four, right? And the Chiefs just seem like everything is starting to click into place. Everything
Yeah,
is, they got Rasheed Rice coming back. Xavier Worthy is there, now more established. Travis Kelsey is like,
and then
understanding maybe his
I
limitations.
do. Yeah, I also want to point this out too, because
Hmm.
you saying that talking about the Patriots and how good they were. I think it's important to prove and point out Patrick Mahomes' situation, right? You know, all
Hmm.
these good quarterbacks, they come out of college, they go to bad teams. They go to
Yeah.
bad teams, and then they're looked at having to carry those bad teams. Patrick Mahomes is a generational QB, right? Who went to a playoff team. Like I don't think people recognize how good of a situation that is. That's like getting um uh like a top tier quarterback and going to a playoff team. Like that's a great situation.
Hmm.
Because they had Alex Smith and they were going to the playoffs repeatedly before Patrick. Then Patrick Mahomes got a chance to sit for a full season. Not only that, he went to an offensive mastermind, Andy Reid. Like he went into a great
There we go.
situation. I'm not saying that to take away
Yeah.
his talent and how good he is, but usually when you see somebody with the Patrick Mahomes, like he could have went to the Giants. Like if Patrick Mahomes went to the Giants, you know how different his career would have been. He probably would still be good, but
Yeah.
I think he gets all those Super Bowls, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way that cookie crumbles sometimes with people's career. It sucks, but it's luck involved in these sports sometimes, bro. It really is. I just want to point out the luck that's involved. Like you still have to be good. You still have to have a really good team, but situationally, bro, sometimes you just got to have it aligned perfectly. And I feel like him going to Kansas City was perfect for his career because now, like, they've had a top defense since he's been on the team, bro. They've had a top 10, top 8 defense almost every year. Like, do you know
Yeah.
how rare that is for a generational quarterback to have a top 8, top 10 defense every year? Like, that's just crazy, bro. But look,
No, you're right.
I see the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl again, bro. I don't see nobody beat him. Honestly, I see like the Chiefs versus Lions Super Bowl this season, bro. Like,
Mm.
that's what it looks like. Other teams that might squeeze in there. NFC is kind of wide open to me a little bit. I feel like the Eagles could still find a way, especially the way they looked against the Vikings. The Bucks didn't look too good yesterday, but who knows? They might be able to turn it around.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, we'll see.
the AFC though, man, Chiefs
Hmm.
look legit. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Eagles Vikings. This is a good game. This is a good game.
Can you do me a favor? Go ahead, click on the Eagles real quick. Go
Yeah,
click on
I
that
already
game.
know. We're about to talk about Jalen Hurts throwing
No,
the
no, no, no,
football.
no. Don't get ahead. Don't get ahead.
Um,
Don't get ahead. Go just
look,
slow
look, look.
down a
I'm
little
not going.
bit. Go ahead.
I mean, when
Just slow
you have
down.
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, it
Uh,
makes sense.
uh,
Like you
uh,
should do this. Like it have AJ
oh.
Brown
Oh,
and
now
Devontae
he
Smith.
should.
Yeah, he
Oh,
should. He
okay.
should. He has
Okay.
Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and
How
Saquon
many passing
Barkley
yards is that? Does that
and
say
the
right
best
there?
O line in the league. He has
Oh, okay.
316. He has seven. He had
Okay.
18 more passing yards than Carson Wentz. Do you want me to?
Okay.
Good job, Jalen Hurts.
Let's go
Good.
ahead. No, I
Listen,
want to see
listen.
the individual
Good
stats.
good job,
Let's
Jalen
see that
Hurts. You
percentage.
finally passed the ball to your generational talent, offensive weapons. Hooray! Good job, bro. You were actually accurate Sunday. Good job. Good.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure that's understood. He can throw. It's not that he can't. He literally just chooses not to because it doesn't get asked. Look at that.
So what happened
19
with the
for
Giants?
23.
If he can
19
throw
for
but he chooses not,
23.
did he? So he chose to throw that interception late in the game. He chose to overthrow Devontae Smith. This is just my problem on Jalen Hurts.
No.
He doesn't week in and week out.
Because he doesn't have to.
Okay, bro.
Because he doesn't have to. That's all
I'm
right.
not trying to say he's
I
bad.
just
So
look at
so
that QBR.
is he in the same tier? Let me ask you, is he in the same tier as Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow?
Well, hold on. Patrick Mahomes is in his own tier.
Oh, I will.
There's no
Okay,
one in his
you
tier.
can put him in his own tier, but is he in the tier
Okay.
with Josh Allen?
Yeah.
He's in the tier with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, who has to carry his team every season. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a top 10. He doesn't have a top 5 defense. He doesn't have a top 5 offensive
Quarterbacks doesn't
line
don't play defense, so I don't know why you're bringing defense into it. But
because he
okay.
has to score 35 every week.
Okay. And
Like, and this is dumb. Like he doesn't have a Devontae Smith. He doesn't have a. So you're putting him in the same. Okay, all right. Okay, so
yeah.
you're putting him in the same tier. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, 100.
So
A Super
so
Bowl
he's
winning
so
quarterback.
is he a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it,
What do
bro.
we?
That's your opinion. You got it.
We gotta do a poll because this is
He's not better than Baker.
just
He's not a
oh
better
my
quarterback.
gosh
He wasn't a better
what
quarterback last year. He's not a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield this year. Like if you
well,
watch what they're asking him to do, bro. Like I watch these
he just
games,
did
bro.
it he just did
You're
it
not.
he
They're
just
not
proved
asking.
it the
But
game
listen,
he just proved it
no, his team proved it, Nico. His
what do you,
team proved it. Not Jalen. Jalen Hurts had a great game. I'm not taking any away from it. I already said Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback in this league. But when you look at the stuff that they're asking Baker Mayfield to do, 3rd and 17, truck 2 people, spin out of a tackle and get a first down,
yeah but he
that's
wouldn't be in that
different.
position he wouldn't be in
He's
that
in
position
because he has a great team, Nico.
I
And I'm not
still don't.
taking it away from him. I'm not taking it away from him.
The way you're saying it, yes, you are. You're trying to say
No,
that
I'm
he's
not.
not good
You got
because
to put it
he
into
has a team.
perspective. I never
Okay,
said he wasn't good. I said he's not in the same tier as Josh Allen.
I don't know.
Like week in and week out, if you ask Jalen Hurts to do what Josh Allen does, like, are we serious? We saw what it looked like when you asked Jalen Hurts to do what Josh Allen does.
When?
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith was out last season for 2 games. They lost both of those games and he looked terrible. That's what it looks like. He always
I
has
don't know.
2 top tier wide receivers, and he has a top. Look, he's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's trash. He's better than Jared Goff.
Okay.
He's better than a lot. He's better than 3/4 of the league. But I think there's a different tier when you start talking about MVPs. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, damn near
Okay.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow biggest crush is that he's injured all the time, which your best availability is availability. So I can understand if you
Okay.
don't put Joe Burrow in there. But Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar,
Okay.
those 3 are off limits to me.
Man, I don't know. I really like Jalen Hurts' leadership. We were just talking about Caleb Williams not being able to lead. And then when he does need to, he'll throw it. And he'll be accurate. Because it takes 2 to play the game, the catch and pass and catch game. So I mean, sure he can have an overthrow, but there's other times where he hits it right on the spot. So I don't know.
Moving on, Giants Broncos. This is the game of the week because entering the 4th quarter,
Yeah,
the Giants were up 18-0.
what? Yeah, yeah.
And then the 4th quarter happens and it's 32-33.
Hmm.
That shit was crazy. The Giants shitted all over themselves
Yeah,
this game.
100%.
This was crazy.
Yeah,
And they were talking shit before the game too. Like
mad shit.
Nick Bonito was going back and forth with what was it, Thibodeau and Brian Burns or something, or
Yeah,
Carter. And then he had something to say after the game. Like he was like I couldn't find them after the game. I know the Giants was hurt. I know they was hurt. They thought they had that game in the bag.
yeah.
But
The kicker.
yeah, kicker came
Uh,
through at the end.
well, for the Broncos, not for the Giants.
Yeah, for the Broncos, not for the Giants.
Okay, okay.
So the Giants missed an easy kick.
Yeah, he missed. I think they missed a couple 1 point field goal, like the
Oh, that reminds me
yeah.
of the Cowboys Commanders game last year.
Yeah, like I think he had like 3 of them that he missed. It was like 2 or 3
Okay.
that he kicked and he missed it. So like if the kicker would have just made all the extra points, they would have won.
Oh. Let's go ahead and fly through these because I got to get up
Yeah.
out of here soon.
Yeah.
What is it? 4 games left?
No, we
No,
we we have Vike. Yeah.
6 games left. Colts,
Yeah.
Chargers. Colts look legit because I think the Chargers are a legit team. I don't
In
know
my
what's going
opinion,
on with the Chargers.
they
Their
just need to
offensive
make sure
line
they
needs to
never
get
wear
healthy.
that uniform again. The Savannah Banana
But the Colts are
Credit
looking like the
wearing.
best team in the league right now.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yep. So next, Commanders, Cowboys. Let's go ahead and breeze through this because I don't want to talk about it too much.
Oh,
We
why
asked right
not?
now.
Why not?
Cowboys did their thing. Our defense is ass. We're injured on offense. We're injured
Oh
everywhere.
shit.
We lost like 4 starters on defense. Well, 3 starters.
Yeah.
Our starter, safety, on our 2 edges are out for the season. So that kind of sucks. But
And JD
out.
5 can't carry a team, like that. He
Yeah, now you're trying to rage bait. You're trying to
What?
rage bait.
What? I'm
You
not
know,
saying it. I'm
you
not,
do know he had 2 touchdowns in this game before he got injured, right?
oh, I didn't know that. I didn't
You
know
do
that.
know he was the only reason we was in the game early before he
Oh,
got injured.
really? Oh.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did not.
Next, you're gonna start coming here and saying Drake May is better than JD5. See, I do it.
I'm not saying that. The stats
Oh,
are though.
recency
The
bias.
stats are though.
It's
It's
recency.
just,
I just can't wait till we get healthy so we can show the
it's just,
league
yeah.
what really will be about. Because people I already know because he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss at least the next 2 weeks with that hamstring. They're gonna play it safe, but people are gonna they're gonna forget. They're gonna write us off, which they do when people get injured. Just like the Ravens right now. No one's talking about the Lamar Lamar Jackson. Their season is probably done too. But when we get back healthy, just remember all the shit people were saying about us. That's all I got to say.
I'm not saying anything. I literally was quiet. There are stats though that are out there that there's a certain quarterback that's performing MVP caliber, doing numbers
Oh
that,
yeah, Drake May is performing at an MVP caliber right now. I'm not
yeah.
taking that away from him, but we know it's different when JD5 is on the team.
Mm.
We
I,
know the clutch factor, but you know it's okay. We ain't got. I'm not even trying to compare Drake May because I think Drake May is a really really good quarterback.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but Packers
Nonetheless,
Cardinals. This game shouldn't have been as close as it was. Like I don't know.
yeah.
Like I want to believe in the Packers, I really do, bro. But when they play teams that they should crush, like the Browns,
Hmm.
I just don't understand how they have close games. Like this game, this should have been a blowout. Not a blowout, but it should have been an easy win for them.
This is something that I
Um,
think is wrong with the Packers. I think the Packers have too many weapons when it comes to wide receivers, and I know that's surprising to say because like everyone was criticizing the wide receivers, but they've actually
mhm.
had decent wide receivers. And I think it's just like a problem of Jordan Love has this. Um, Jordan Love has like these connections with like Romeo Dobbs, uh, and Will Wilkinson, Christian Wilkinson, definitely with Kraft, right? So like now you add in Matthew Golden, like it's just maybe he's hesitating a little bit when he has to throw it. You know, like other
Yeah,
quarterbacks, they know, oh, this is my number one. I don't know who the clear number one is for the Packers, and I think that's causing some issues for them.
facts. Moving on though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Falcons 49ers.
Falcons
Kittle's
49ers.
game back. Kittle does a lot of blocking.
I want our team to build our roster like the 49ers. Because every year they get injured, but they're still good. Don't matter at who quarterback, don't matter who on defense, don't matter who
Yeah.
at wide receiver. These dudes are going to make it happen, bruh. They always do, man. Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, they've got something figured out
Yeah.
because they get injured every year, it feels like. And they always
I,
seem to be around the playoffs.
I wrote them
Um,
off, and then a coworker was like talking so much smack to me because he's like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna win." I'm like, "With who? Who do they got?" He's like, "No, they're gonna win. They're a good team." I'm like, "What defense?"
they
Now
just know how to
again,
draft, bro. They know how to
is it?
draft.
I don't know if it's how much if they know how to draft, but like also the Falcons. This is a problem that the Falcons have had, and we were like talking about it with Drake London a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
Consistency. Like they have moments where they do good, then they have some moments where they do really bad. Like there's no
But they beat
consistency there.
look who the 49ers beat. They beat the Seahawks. Seahawks are a good team.
They're a
They
good team, sure.
Rams. Rams are really good, bro.
Yeah, but
And they lost
like
to the
that was
Bucs,
they like this game was the first one without everyone in the defense.
and they
Like they
still
still
lose.
had Fred Warner back there, and I'm sorry, Fred Warner is awesome. He's the captain. This is the
No,
first game without their
Fred
captain.
Warner's good done. Fred Warner didn't play yesterday.
Exactly, but I'm saying
Oh
when
yeah,
they
yeah,
played the other teams,
yeah,
he was
yeah,
still, like in those other games, he was still there.
yeah. I think it's more about their coaching staff, their
Yeah,
culture, the way that they draft, how they see players fit their scheme. They just know what they're doing over there, bro. I wish we can get on board with what they got going on. I mean, we brought over the GM from over there, but we'll see. It's not Rome wasn't built in a day, and
no, it
we'll
wasn't.
we'll figure it out. All right, these last two games, the Lions look legit, man, against the Bucks. I don't know what the
Yeah,
Bucks had going on yesterday.
Mike
I didn't
Evans
really
went
get to watch the
down with a
game,
broken
but
collarbone,
mhm.
so Mike Evans looks like he's out.
Yeah,
The
he's out for the
Bucks,
season. Or well, I don't
yeah,
know if he's out for
yeah,
the season, but he's going to miss significant time. I will
yeah.
say.
They didn't have a book, I think, for that game. They also didn't have Godwin. So like, who is Baker Mayfield throwing to? You know, if he doesn't have good wide receivers and he can't carry a team,
You said what?
who? I mean, this is one of those where Baker Mayfield should be able to carry a team without Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans
I mean, they played a
and
better
uh
team, bro.
and Oh, okay.
I'm not taking up for Baker. Actually, let's look
Yeah.
at it because I already thought the Lions were better than the Bucks
Mhm.
going into the game. But let's take a look at the let me take a look at this. Let me go back. Let me see what Baker Mayfield did. Let's go to box score. 28 for 50. Why are they passing it? First of all, off rip. Why is he passing it 50 times? Like what is going like what did they not have a running game? Like
No, they don't.
they
Wasn't that
didn't.
his
They
shot,
had
right?
they had 42 rushing yards from their running backs.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, so they didn't have a running game because Richard Carlo was out. They were also Mecca played. I think he was nursing an injury though. Mike Evans
Yeah.
went down. They already without Godwin. I mean, it makes sense. It
Mhm.
makes sense. Let's look at what the Lions did. Jared Goff, they had a running game. They had over
Oh yeah.
150 rushing yards. Like that was the difference. They could run. The Lions could run the ball. The Bucks couldn't.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, so you're saying Jalen Hurts would have did better?
In that scenario, in that specific one, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I
No,
'Cause that
he wouldn't
like
have did. He
it
did
would be
not.
so hard.
They wouldn't even ask Jalen. They would have asked Jalen. They wouldn't even ask Jalen Hurts to throw it 50 times, bro. They wouldn't even have thought that. The reason that they asked the reason why they gave up on the run game, the Buccaneers did because they only rushed. How many times did they rush? They rushed 11 times. So that tells me
Yeah.
they gave up on the run game early when it wasn't working. And they
Mhm.
asked Baker Mayfield to throw it 50 times because they knew that he was going to have to win them the game. And it didn't work. What I'm telling you is, I don't care who your coach is. You're not asking Jalen Hurts to throw the ball 50 times, no matter
No
what.
one should ask anyone to throw the ball 50 times. I don't know
If
what that
you
was.
no 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 you should if you're in a position where you have to have your quarterback win you the game, you're going to ask him to throw the ball 50 times. Is what I'm saying. They're not going to ask Jalen Hurts to do that though, and that's the difference I'm trying to make. So that's
I don't
just
know if I
that.
agree with that, but let's move on.
Oh, Texans Seahawks. I didn't watch this game, bro, but I did see that the Texans got like 3 or 4 turnovers and they still lost.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's I'm telling
Yeah,
you, this offense is so
yeah, they got.
bad.
Four. Yeah, I don't. What
And
happened,
again,
man?
it's for me, it's the offensive line. Like that, everything starts there. I don't think CJ Stroud was bad. I really don't.
I don't either. I
But
just don't see how you could just be that ass that quickly. I don't see that.
well, when you have injuries, but mostly if you don't have an offensive line, again, like
Yeah,
you're not gonna compete. And this has been a problem with the Texans for a while. Like
yeah,
they always have this talent, but they never, whenever they got good talent, they don't have a good offensive line. The only time they did was during the Deshaun Watson years.
yeah.
But other than that, they have not had a good offensive line.
It's hard to be honest, bro. It's hard to find a decent, a really good offensive line in the NFL, bro. They don't just grow on trees, bro. Like
No,
what the Eagles have done, what the Lions have done. Like it's only a handful of teams where you look at their offensive line and go, "Damn, this shit's legitly crazy." But that shit's hard to do.
excuse me.
That's not easy to do. So I
Well, I
mean,
will say this for the Lions, though. They do that. Like their
yeah,
left tackle, I think, is like one that they picked up from or that they brought up from training camp or the second team or whatever.
yeah,
Because their offensive line has been riddled with injuries, and somehow whoever they plug in there gets it. So, like, if I were someone looking for a coach, I would definitely be looking at the offensive line coach for the Lions. Like that, just at least kick the tires around because he is doing something right over there.
yeah. They got it going on for sure. All
Mhm.
right, that's it, man. You
All
got
right.
anything else to add before we hop up out of here?
Just want to give a shout out to the most amazing and beautiful woman in the whole wide world, my wife. It's her birthday today. So I want to give a shout out to her.
Happy
Without
birthday.
her, yeah, yeah. Without her, man, I would not be here. So, just want to give a shout out to that beautiful, amazing mother and woman partner.
All right.
So.
Happy birthday, man. I wish I had like a happy birthday song to play on the stream. That would have been dope. I know she would have enjoyed that.
For
Um,
sure, for sure. So, all
but yeah, if
right,
you are,
man.
yes, sir. If you're tuning into the stream, man, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Have a good night. Peace out.
Peace.